Chasers. Battle Chasers, Ashley. We're live, and we're playing a game. Name a Battle Chasers. It's a pretty game. This is the demo of the game that was at PAX East this year. I'm Patrick Gill for Polygon.com, and I'm joined by my friend
Ashley from also Polygon.com.
Let's take a look at this game. So I did not read Battle Chasers as a young man, but I sort of followed it from a distance, so I recognize this big robot. The Battle Chasers game, this was a Kickstarter project based on the 1990s comic book series by the same name, Battle Chasers, and they have made a very pretty turn-based RPG out of it. This is the demo, so let's beat the crap out of this pirate guy. So I'm playing as a team of 3 people. I'm Calibretto, this big robot, Gully, that girl with the big-ass giant gloves that are like bigger than her entire torso, and Garrison, the sword boy, down at the bottom. And it's, like I said, it's a pretty straight, I mean, so far what I've played is a pretty straightforward turn-based RPG in the style of like a Final Fantasy or a Dragon Quest or something, except it's really pretty. You can see the turn order over there on the side, like certain moves. Let's see, like this move, like I'll activate it now, but it won't trigger until my next move in the turn order because it's a slow move. So yeah, did you play a lot of turn-based RPGs, Ashley?
Yeah, so I actually grew up playing a lot of JRPGs, a lot of Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, Suikoden kind of thing.
That's a lot of JRPGs that I have not played and largely do not recognize.
Oh yeah, no, I actually was gifted a huge tower of primarily at the time Squaresoft games, and those were like all entirely JRPG things.
All right, let's fight these orbs. I hate orbs so much.
Andrew Jordan asks, how do we know this is pre-recorded? Say the word snicker if it's live. Well, I just said your whole sentence, so
There you go.
joke's on you.
Owned.
I do like how the dialogue, the little speech bubbles are very comic.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's drawing a lot visually from Joe Mad's style. So yeah, so there's that huge move that like took like 3 turns to load up and kill everybody. Yes. Yeah, it looks a lot like it did on the pages or the covers. I mostly just saw the covers. The covers were really good in Battle Chasers. I was reading a bit about Battle Chasers before the stream, and I guess that like it was both very popular and also like, check it out, Calibretto's got birds just like Bastion.
What?
He's got birds. He's a big robot.
Oh my god, he has 3.
He's 2 better than Bastion.
Oh my god. I didn't know that. Well, he doesn't really have, I don't know if he can make cute little beeping noises like Bastion.
That's true. He actually he regular just talks, which is not as cute as just beeping and whirring like Bastion. Some folks in the chat said that if you backed this game on Kickstarter, you would get Chaos Eater, which was the sword from Darksiders, which we coincidentally played yesterday on stream. Yeah, this game is being developed by some of the studio heads and veterans of Vigil Games who worked on Darksiders. And it's pretty cute and fun. I don't know really what's going on as far as storyline in it because, like I said, I didn't read the Battle Chasers comics. I don't need to heal. Oh, do I need to heal anybody on my team? Yeah, my dude's getting a little low. There we go. You're welcome. Orbs. Yeah, so I don't know if this is like a continuation of the story of the comic books that like maybe never got told, or if this is like a separate standalone thing or a prequel. I am not well versed on Battle Chasers mythos, but I just got healed by a green glowing bird, which was really cool. Alright, so Rally Strike. This will deal a bunch of damage and then make my teammates go faster. So let's do that because we're up against 3 enemies and we want to get more hits in.
So even though this is very JRPG-like, it's still a non-linear story apparently. So I think that you know, your story depends entirely on like little lore points, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So everything from like landmarks to like little torn scraps of paper like are important and affect your story, I guess. But also I think like the coolest part is like if you've ever played Chrono Trigger, for example, like there are cutscenes in that, except like they're completely animated.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome.
So I mean, and like those cutscenes in Chrono Trigger were animated by Akira Toriyama, the
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z guy. So
Yeah.
it would be like really fun to just kind of play like with these cute little pixelated guys, and then all of a sudden you have like this super smooth, awesome.
Yeah. I just
animated
used
cutscene.
my burst move, which is the first time I've earned that since I started playing it, and we got a little custom animation there.
Yeah, that was nice.
It's pretty cool. So now I've shielded all my teammates. I don't know if... these are the 3 characters that I do recognize from the comics. I don't know if there are additional characters beyond these ones, but these are the ones that we have available to us here. Okay, consumes up 40 overcharge, dealing 67 damage, 0.4 for each overcharge used. Let's do cleave. Classic RPG maneuver.
Some people in the chat are saying how Battle Chasers is the Firefly of comics. Short, wonderful, and done before its time. That is a super good analogy because I fucking love Firefly. If you haven't seen it, I mean, I know some people are like, oh, it's overrated. I personally love Firefly. I was introduced to it kind of late.
Yeah.
If anything, I actually found out about it when the movie Serenity was coming out.
Oh yeah, actually, I think that's also when I was a latecomer, and I that's when I caught up with it as well. It was a good show. It was a fun show. I've tried to get a couple other people into it, and they're like, they give me that same attitude though, like, yeah, it's kind of overrated. I enjoyed it.
I mean, I enjoyed it too. Like, it was like a thing that. So I saw the movie, and then after that, I think I just like liked it so much that I was like, wait, this is based on the show? And
Wait, so you saw the
yeah.
movie first?
Yeah, I saw the movie first.
Okay.
Actually, if anything, my friend wanted to go see it, and I was like, no, that looks stupid.
Yeah.
And then there was like something online where you could watch the first like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
So she was like, just watch the first 13 minutes if you don't like it.
I gotta heal my dude there.
8
Yeah.
HP, you're cutting it really close.
Okay, I don't have any healing. So we'll throw some protection on him for now, just in case that orb comes after him. And then Calibretto is a healer. I love characters like Calibretto, who like you look at him and you're like, oh, that guy's his job is to murder everybody, but it's like, no, he just loves things. He's gonna heal everybody.
Wait, but he doesn't only have healing abilities, though.
No,
right?
he also punches the fuck out of stuff.
Right.
Okay, we survived. I'll have to use a potion or
Didn't
something.
break a sweat, but you almost died. Anyway. But yeah, like I was saying, it was backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the first 13 minutes, was like, this is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Saw the show, was also so good.
My nerd ass friends made me watch the whole series before I went to go see the movie. So I really cried a lot when Wash died.
Wow, spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Spoiler alert for the person who literally said he never got into it. If you listen to it, just forget it. Just skip ahead. Anyway.
I'm trying to find how to like eat a potion or something. Here we go. Yeah. Minor group
healing
healing
flask.
flask. Yeah, let's use that. Select.
So, do you know when this is going to potentially be released, if there is a beta or a demo that people can play if they want?
This is a good question. One second. I'm trying to figure out how to heal myself here. Use a
got that
freaking
flask.
I know, I see it, but I can't get to it. You know what? Let's
right-
fuck it.
it's
We're,
right
no,
there.
we're gonna go fight.
J-
We're gonna fight.
Go to
Flasks.
yeah,
Doesn't do anything.
doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything.
But you're in the party section.
Yeah, I'm in the party section.
You should
It's okay.
be in the
we're
item
gonna go fight
section.
this weird looking bat thing.
All right. Well, this game is not multiplayer, as someone in the chat has asked.
It is not multiplayer.
Nope.
It is a traditional turn-based RPG.
Oh yeah, no. Only Patrick is playing. I am just watching and
Yes.
commenting about how you're not using your healing flask.
I'm going to use my healing wave on my boy here. Hopefully he survives. I'm going to do something. Parry sounds like a good defensive move to maybe keep me alive for long enough. Got all my defense up. And then I am going to, let's see, defend, jab, 42 damage. Yes. So I do damage, and then I convert that damage to a shield. Oh, Jesus. Everything's fine. They haven't come after my one guy who's going to die when they hit him. Oh,
Whoa!
they're coming for him.
Oh,
No.
he's dead.
I've failed my team, and he can't do anything about it, so he's just going to heal the closest person to him.
I mean, that's fine.
It's
Better
okay.
safe than sorry.
We're going to punch the shit out of these spiders, and then we are going to, like, revive our friend somehow. I don't know. Yeah, so I saw this game running at PAX East. It was one of the prettiest things that I saw on the floor. They're doing some really good stuff with these hand-drawn textures and the shaders. Make it look very much like a moving comic book. I'm going to Wildfire. 8 shots, random targets, 8 damage each. And I'm just going to let her punch a bat.
So in terms of platforms, it's currently planned for release on PC and Mac. On Steam and on GOG, as well as Xbox One and PS4. So
Yes.
it's pretty. I would say that's a pretty good variety there. I feel like a lot of people could play this if they wanted to.
And
Should.
gameplay-wise, or so control-wise, this is we're playing on Steam. This is an early build. Gameplay-wise, it's optimized for controllers. So I could be using the mouse and keyboard to thumb my way through this interface right now, but in general, it feels better with a controller, and most of the on-screen prompts are for controller. In the full version, that might change. They might have, a full, keyboard, mouse and keyboard mode. Oh, somebody called.
Yeah,
help.
because I was gonna say with a lot of the JRPGs and like the way their combat interfaces are, it's usually controller friendly. Because otherwise, I feel like you'd kind of just be really furiously clicking a lot, which is fine. Who doesn't like clicking? I like clicking, but yeah, like this kind of stuff, I feel like you scroll through a lot faster.
God, these animations are so good. Man, and these bats can take a lot of punishment.
It's a bat.
Tell you what, real bats cannot get punched this many times.
Whoa, that one just died. Wait, I like how all those birds flock to him after.
They love him.
Yeah, but Bastion's bird.
He's irresistible to birds.
Bastion's bird.
Much like me, I'm just constantly followed by a flock of birds just trying to pick the crumbs off my body.
Do you remember when Simone told us about how she caught a bird midair with her bare hands?
Yes, Simone de Rochefort of this very YouTube channel that you are watching now had an experience recently in a grocery store where a man tried to show her a bird that he had with him in the checkout line, and when he opened the bird bag,
it was a box.
The bird box.
Yeah.
Geez, these guys are fast. I might end up dying here. I really got to heal my boy. Let's see. Yeah, so this bird flew out of this box, and she had to actually like grab it out of the air before it could fly away.
But she said she like didn't scream or flinch. She just very calmly snatched it out of the air. I mean, it was uninjured, so it was fine. But that's just terrifying. So anytime a bird flies into your house, just call Simone, DM Simone.
I think like the real power move for Simone there would have been to just like take a big bite out of the bird when she grabbed it out of the air.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Like Ozzy Osbourne with that bat or whatever, but just like perfectly snatch a bird out of the air and just scarf down on it. Okay, so I healed my beautiful Garrison boy. And let's see. Gully is gonna, let's see. Yeah, let's cast protection on the whole squad. Ooh.
Oh.
We're all arcane.
Those really look like
magnetites. Yeah.
From Pokemon. And even though, like, I'm sure they're performing an action there with that little bubble. Mm-hmm. But it kind of looks like the typing symbol, like, when you're waiting for someone to text you or whatever, and it's like, this person's typing, and you're just like, what are you gonna say?
I got another one of my burst moves here, so this should be a cool animation. Let's see, huh?
Ooh, I like
some
that.
Joe Mad art.
Bleeding.
Stab the orb. Orbs do not bleed, but we'll let it slide because this is a comic book movie, comic book game. All right. Fuck that orb.
Bleeding.
I think I might go back and read Battle Chasers. If it's just 9 issues, that should be a pretty...
Wait, that other
quick
orb
lift.
bled to death. Like, it just died without you having to do anything. 'Cause
Hell yeah.
It just bled out.
That's what's good about doing...
Actually, that's more
orbs.
disturbing, an electrified orb that's just full of blood, like a coconut, but just full of blood. And that's the last thing I said on a stream, coconut full of blood. Anyway, someone in the chat asked, you know, why is this a turn-based RPG? Why is it not an action RPG?
That's a really good question.
I think, so a large part of why this is, at least the creators and the people who are working on this said that it's kind of also an homage to, like, their favorite genre of games, JRPGs, and, you know, like the early Final Fantasies and all of that, and, like, also how, like, the overworld looks like right now, like, that's definitely a huge throwback, and I think it's, like, a nostalgia kind of thing, obviously with new mechanics, but... I don't know. This looks really promising to me, just because I miss those types of games, and you know, you don't really see those kinds anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And you have to consider also, like, that this is not a very large team. This is a relatively small team working on Kickstarter, without the backing of a major studio or anything. So, okay, damn, we're in a dungeon now, which looks like it has some new mechanics. So let's see. All right. So we have some new skills when we're in the dungeon. Calibretto can restore health. Gully can ground smash. Garrison can quick step to avoid traps. Cool. Okay. Sorry, I have not been in a dungeon yet, so I want to read up on this stuff. Engage with enemies to begin combat. All right, let's give this a shot.
Oh, so cool thing about the dungeons in this game, no two dungeons are alike.
Are they doing some procedural generation
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. For sure.
Tread lightly. So we just got a warning from that thing. Yeah, so even if they wanted to, like, do an action RPG game, that might be more of a production lift than a turn-based game where there's less animations and less variables to consider. Of course, the game can still have a pretty big scale if it has that procedural generation stuff, but let's go into this dungeon. Oh, this is so pretty.
So dungeons, you know, in addition to just like fighting a bunch of monsters, do have puzzles and secrets there. So it's a lot more interesting than just a typical, like, I'm in here, I gotta clear this area out, and so on.
All right, we're gonna fight these dades. All right, Warblade.
So let's see, rooms move in dungeons as well. Let's see. Oh, those are your headphones. Oh, you got that slime guy again. That's fun.
Nature's Boon. For the next 3 turns, anytime an ally receives damage, they're also healed for 4 health. That is badass.
That's pretty good. Also, I like how there are, like, gauntlets, there are swords in this game, and this dude just straight up has a gun.
Calibretto's, like, arm is a gun.
I mean, like, to be fair, he kind of looks like a medieval Big Daddy, but with a Gatling gun. Oh.
Alright, so Gully, you see, has that text typing notification, which means she has a move queued up, but she's not going to get it off until she throws that rock. Nice. Gonna bleed that gunslinger.
Oh! I like how he's just bleeding, like he's not dead after that, after just getting, like, stabbed in the chest with a huge sword, but, alright.
So that's cool. So that defense buff that I have active just meant that when that guy got pummeled by like 8 shots, he got back as much health as he lost for each of them, which is pretty neat. So I can see how there could be some fun synergies you could get into.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh god.
All right.
Oh no, Ashley is not the one. Sorry, I'm just responding to chat. Someone asked, is Ashley the one who holds the massive wine glass? That is Simone. However, off camera, I absolutely hold massive wine glasses. In fact, I did that last night, so you are 50% correct.
Yeah. Simone, you would recognize Simone's laugh if she was on the stream.
Beautiful baby Simone.
Never done anything wrong in her whole life.
Never. She's actually out right now with her ma'am.
So if you're just tuning in, folks, this is Battle Chasers, the upcoming turn-based RPG based on the 1990s. Crafting. Shit!
Crafting Index. Oh, did you miss out on crafting here?
I didn't know there was crafting.
God, Patrick.
Okay, let's hardened chain of blades.
Oh my god.
All right, we're not gonna get into crafting on this stream.
You're so angry. Plus, it'll like take like an extra like 5-10 minutes of looking at the screen. But yeah, these maps are super pretty. The colors are really nice.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's like any actual combat moves. I'm hitting my face buttons here.
Oh yeah, so you only go into combat like when you touch the enemies.
Yeah.
Another super old school mechanic that I really like because I like avoiding combat sometimes.
Sneak around here, see if there's anything for us.
Ooh,
find something.
Holy God.
So that's a lot of text.
Found someone's diary, but
We'll
okay.
assume that that there is some interesting exposition on that.
Watch out for that slime. Well, you went right for it.
I want the slime. Give me the slime. Slime is an enemy in RPGs. Like that goes back pretty much forever.
Oh
right?
yeah,
That's
slimes are always in RPGs, and I'm not really sure why.
I think that might go back like all the way to like D&D Edition 1. Like somebody decided that you're gonna fight some slime.
It's always like a slime, or they'll call it a flan, and it always just like has a mouth. Like sometimes it'll have eyes, but like that's it. And well, at least not with this game, but like the weird thing is like you'll always find them in dungeons, but they never do that much damage.
Yeah.
I mean, in this game, it's obviously different, but like one of my favorites growing up was seeing like a slime come up to me and attack me, except like instead of like biting me or spitting, like it kind of did like this weird like headbutt, and there was like a little slapping like noise. And it would do like 4 damage.
Which games?
In like some of the Final Fantasy games, like there's a thing called a flan.
I know that slimes are really big in Dragon Quest as well.
They'll like stretch. Oh my god! They'll stretch their little head back, and then they'll like bop you really hard, and it'll be like 4 damage.
I bet if it goes back to something, it probably goes back. So like, Gary Gygax was like coming up with D&D in like the 60s or 70s or whatever. I bet it was like he saw the Blob growing up, so he was like, "You should fight slimes." That's my Gary Gygax voice. All right, consume a bunch of damage. Okay, let's do that. And we'll have Gully defend herself.
Oh god, that spider's thinking.
No, punch the spider. Ugh.
Holy shit! That animation is like so brutal. I don't know, out of all the ones. Like that one is just like, sure, typical JRPG, but like that fucking gut punch is like...
It's a really good animation.
And then, yeah, he does that so violently, and then all these birds are like, yay!
Our friend.
Thank you.
If you had to... Okay, first of all, would you touch a spider in general?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not like that grossed out by spiders.
Okay, so...
I mean, obviously the huge poisonous ones are bad, but I don't know. My theory is always if I see a spider in my room or something,
yeah,
I'll just like put it on a piece of paper and like put it out the window.
I will...
Like there's no reason, or like if it's a crawling on the wall, like I'm not gonna kill it. Like it's not hurting me, and it's just...
Yet.
He's just trying to get by.
It's not hurting you yet.
Yeah, but most of them are harmless unless, you know, you like live in Australia or something, or...
Okay, so the next phase of this question is you're in a dungeon situation, a large dungeon spider situation, and you need to destroy a spider's body using something. Like, how comfortable would you be like just like smashing or punching an actual big spider? Like, because that's the thing. Like if I have to dispose of a spider in real life, I'm like, okay, I need to like find something that I can destroy this with, so like I will get no spider on me. I'm talking like life or death situation. Very large spiders coming at you. Are you going to just like use your boots, use your hand, or are you going to like try to find a spider smashing implement?
Is this like if I were in the game? Because the easiest thing to say is you just use magic to kill it.
That does sound like a great way of disposing of
If I
spiders.
have huge gauntlets like Gully, maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a rock at the spider. Actually, you know, maybe that's what I would pick up the heaviest rock I could find and try to throw it at the
I
spider.
highly doubt that'll kill the spider. I feel like you'll just aggravate it, you know?
All right. Okay, so we got a couple moves queued up here. Yeah, spiders are terrifying.
So is this demo available for other people to try now?
So this demo is only available right now to some press. It went out a couple days ago. And my guess is, so if you probably want to scope out the Kickstarter page for this was a Kickstarted game. We're going to gut punch this robot. I don't know if they have any sort of early access plan for people who backed the game. But right now this is a press version of the game. It's actually the the PAX East demo. So if there is a game show near you that you have access to, that might be an opportunity to try the game. I'm not sure whether...
I think something about like backers can get some sort of like alpha access in mid-April, I believe.
Okay, cool.
I think the 18th. But yeah.
Yes, annually sad poet Ashley is the one who wrote and performed the award-winning musical Hamilton.
Also asked, is Ashley the one who stuffs Amiibos in her mouth? Sure. Why not?
Is Griffin ever going to bring that back?
I don't know. I really hope he does.
I think
It's
he's
my
on like
favorite
mouth
thing.
leave. I think like
Mouth leave.
mouth leave. Like he needs to let his mouth recuperate. He's in the off season. Like if like NFL players played year round, they would just be like
True.
ruined wrecks of human beings
Well,
held together with duct tape and.
Didn't they also come out with new Breath of the Wild Amiibos? I feel like those were very large and complex.
They all look like they were specifically designed to fuck up Griffin's mouth.
Yeah.
Like, there's a horse that is not going to go in there. There's the Guardian that has like 8 legs and is shaped like a fucking jar. I think they saw the series and they're like, we will not let him continue. Like, okay, this guy looks tough.
Is it the mask? The
It's the mask.
Jason-esque. Oh god, I hate haste. Whenever enemies use haste, it is just like the worst pain in the ass.
All right, we're gonna bleed him.
I can't help it. That dude with the bandana, I just want to call him McCree. He's got those guns.
He's got
that red
McCree
bandana,
vibes going
right?
on.
Except he has glasses.
I haven't played Overwatch for a long time. We should play Overwatch.
God, we should. I haven't played that in a while. That also explains why I've been less angry as
That's
well.
true. So you should stop. You
But
should not play.
no, I still definitely want to play it.
I'm going to cast Nature's Boon again. This is the cool ability that Calibretto has that will allow my guys to recuperate health every time they take damage for a couple turns, which sounds pretty sweet.
Nothing to do with Calibretto or this game, but every time you say Calibretto, I think of ice cream because you ever eat a cornetto?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking love
Can you get
cornettos.
cornettos here? I thought that was a British thing.
Yeah, you could definitely get cornettos here. I mean, I think they're more common. I think they actually call them cornettos in England, but I think we have a different name for them here.
Drumsticks over here, I think.
Oh, yes, which kind of sounds gross because you think of chicken.
You think of a bird, yeah. Well, I fucked up that guy with the mask pretty quick.
Oh, did you bleed him?
I
Why
did.
has his body not disappeared?
That's a good question. Maybe he'll like talk to us afterwards and say, "Good job killing me." Gut punch. Fuck yeah.
Oh, that other guy looks tough. He has that like Hellraiser head spike. Well, Hellraiser head. They were more like needles, but.
All right. Go ahead and cast protection on my most vulnerable member right now, who is Calibretto.
This game will be on many platforms, but it will not be on mobile, and it won't be on Android,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
All right. Yes, this will be. We're playing this on Steam right now. It'll be coming out on Steam, on PC and Mac, and PS4 and Xbox One. It is not announced for mobile. It is not announced for the Nintendo Switch.
The Nintendo Switch, which has a lot of third-party support, but not this one. It's different.
Let's see, Wildfire.
I just like how they sort of lay down and die. It's like the sad George Michael, like laying down, if you've ever seen Arrested Development, where He puts his backpack down and he just kind of lays down on the floor like that after he gets home from school. That's exactly it. All three of them.
All three of them. So uniform. All right. So yeah, how long we been streaming this, Ashley?
We have been streaming for about half an hour.
Let's keep going for a little bit. Let's do one or two more battles, and then let's wrap up with Battle Chasers Nightwar.
Ooh. Look at all that material for crafting you can do.
Yes,
that's right. Crafting is available in this game.
So we each have like abilities we can use. Okay, so like I stunned these people. Now maybe I'll have an advantage going into battle with them. Okay. Who's up first? Calibretto. Everybody's health looks okay. So let's do a cool wildfire. Oh, cool. So since I got the first strike in on those enemies on the overworld, they are stunned. Throw a rock at a robot and stab an orb.
Oh my God! You're not kidding. She actually picked up a rock.
Yeah.
She punched the ground to get a rock.
She fights dirty. Well, she's. I think she's like a Okay, I'm about to apply some non-canon terminology to the Battle Chasers world, but I think she's like an earthbender because she also has a move where she like punches the ground and a bunch of rocks like shoot up out of it at enemies.
That's probably the gauntlets, which apparently are the only thing she has left of her dead father.
Oh, is that canonical? That makes sense because they're like
no, it is, and like she has them, and she like wants to know like what happened to him, but it's kind of dangerous because there are other forces that are aware of what those gauntlets can do.
Yeah.
And that's her thing. That's her story.
That kind of makes sense why they're like the size of her torso, her little child torso, because they were her dad's, and everybody in this world has very large hands.
Yup.
All right, I think I need to heal my boy.
Garrison
Keeler.
So, fact about Garrison.
Yes.
He used to be a paladin, and now he's a sellsword. Now he's trying to escape his violent past.
I wanna read this comic book.
I know, right? Me too, actually.
All right, so let's finish up this battle, and let's wrap up with Battle Chasers, which once again is a kickstarted game. Okay, let's see Calibretto's big ultimate here.
Kickstarted game. You should definitely check that out. So if you are familiar at all with Darksiders 1 and 2, that's who that's who is involved. People who created and shipped those games are definitely behind this. Super good. Airship Syndicate. You should really check it out. Cool.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us here on youtube.com/Polygon. I've been Patrick Gill. I am Patrick Gill. I always say I have been.
You have been. Like, you're no longer Patrick Gill, but you're someone else. The moment this stream ends,
I am no longer Patrick Gill. I am Patrick Gill. This is Polygon.com. I've been hanging out with Ashley here. If you had fun and you don't already like the page, smash that motherfucking like button, and we'll have a good time playing games together. I got to find the way to end this stream, so just talk amongst yourselves.